Hello, welcome. Today we're going to do a blanket that I started for myself over 2 weeks ago. It has yet to be completed, so what a better opportunity to do a video tutorial. So let's go ahead and move on to the table and let's get started. Alright, I made it to the table and here are the things that you will need to do this project. For my personal blanket, I am just using a Super Saver 482 yards, and I bought 4 of them just in case. So it's always good to have extra rather than be shorted. And it is in the color of Sand Sable Arena. It is a worsted yarn, weight medium 4. It is by Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. Okay. And I am currently using for my project a 7mm hook. However, you can up your hook size to either 8mm, 9mm, or a 10mm. And a snippers, a measuring tape. This you will use to measure the width and length of your blanket. You will need a tapestry needle to sew in our ends at the end of our project. And of course, for those that are just still learning your stitches and counting and just starting out as a crocheter, these are stitch markers, your best friend. Okay? Alrighty, so let me go ahead and put everything away, out of the way, and kind of show you where I'm at with my blankets. So my blanket consists of 100 chain in the beginning. Okay, 100 chains, 100 stitches, however you want to refer to it. And currently, I believe this is about 36 inch, but don't quote me on it. Let me go ahead and just do the measurement. All right, here it is. Let me go ahead and show you from one end to the other. Let me adjust the camera so you can see that. So here I start from one end to the other. I might just have to move the blanket so you can see that. Okay, and currently I am, let's see, how long do I have this so far? I have it at about, let's see, here it is right there. Can you see that? To about 21 inches. This is what your stitches will look like once you have established your rows. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's go ahead on to the first step of our tutorial. You are going to start this tutorial with a slip knot. So here's your main yarn and here's your tail. Okay, and you're just going to take it through a knot there, and then you insert your hook and you adjust the tension. For this tutorial, I will go ahead and just show you 12 stitches, 12 chains. So here we go. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So once you reach your width, you are going to do a single crochet second chain from hook. So here's your hook, here's your first chain, and this is your second chain. It kind of look like a figure 8. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and insert your hook right below there, and you will see the top, and do a single crochet. Okay, so at the same second chain from hook, you're going to go ahead and reinsert your hook, pull up a yarn, or yarn over. I think that's much better term. And you are going to take it to the next stitch and pull up a yarn. Keep your loops on the hook and do it one more time to the next stitch there and pull it up. You should have 4 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now yarn over and pull it through all 4 loops. Here you're going to secure it with a single crochet loosely. I can't reiterate that enough. You need to make sure that's loose. You will see here in a few. Okay, so where your last stitch is, you're going to reinsert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert to the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and again here's your 4. Let me adjust there, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Secure with a single crochet loosely. All right. Okay, let's do that again. Our last stitch, you reinsert that same chain into the next, and in the next. 4 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, and secure it with a single crochet loosely. And here we go. Next stitch, and then the next stitch. Okay, adjust by just tugging it a little bit. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Again, secure it with a single crochet loosely. Alright, I'm at the end of my tutorial piece here, and this is what you will do when you reach your end as well. Reinsert in that same chain, next chain, and then last one, and then go ahead and yarn over and pull it all through the 4 loops. Here you will go ahead and reinsert the hook into that last chain instead of doing the single crochet on top. So insert hook, same last chain there, and then do a single crochet. All right, that's what it looks like. Now chain up 1 and move on to our next row. When you turned your work, you have to turn it the same direction every time. I am doing it under to the left. Okay, so now that we've turned our work, you're going to reinsert your hook and do a single crochet on that last stitch, and then you start your Trinity. And by the way, if you've probably noticed by now, the Trinity stitches is just a single crochet 3 together, SC3Tog. So here we go. Reinsert at that last stitch to the next stitch, and this is that single crochet that I said to make it loose. However, I didn't make it loose enough. So we'll just force ourselves in there, pull up that yarn and right through all 4 loops. Okay, there you go. Little struggle there. It happens. All right, go ahead and secure it with a loose single crochet. Now into that last stitch, you yarn over through and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull up the loop, keep it on the hook. Yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over one more time and pull through all 4 loops. Now go ahead, secure with a single crochet loosely. Insert back into that last stitch, into the next, and into that loose single crochet I mentioned over and over. I apologize there. Got it. All right, and pull through. Secure with a single crochet back into that last stitch, into the next, and right into that top again. That single crochet, the loose single crochet. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Now single crochet loosely. Now I'm approaching the end of my second row for the tutorial. Still the same. Okay. And then this last one is a little bit tricky. Let me go ahead and show you. You can kind of fix it a little bit. See that? This is the 2 that we want to catch. Okay? Do you see that? All right. Let me get repositioned with my fingering here. And I'm going to put the hook right through those 2 loops. Yarn over one more time, and all through 4 loops. Here, instead of securing with a single crochet on top, you're going to go right back into that last stitch and do a single crochet. Alrighty. Okay, let's keep on going. Here we go. Chain up, turn, single crochet on that last stitch, first stitch for the 3rd round, and then you do Trinity. There's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, single crochet loosely, insert, yarn over, insert, yarn over, insert, yarn over, 4 loops in the hook, pull through all 4, single crochet. I apologize, I'm having trouble with my yarn here. It does happen as a crocheter. So here we go. Let's move forward. Insert, insert, and do that. Chain 1 space there. Chain 1 stitch, excuse me. Here's a chain 1 stitch loosely. Insert, 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 yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, single crochet loosely, last one for the tutorial only. And here we go. It gets a bit easier as you see this 2 loops. Now it's easier to kind of put it in there. All right, pulling up that loop and then yarn over through all 4 loops. Here we're going to go ahead and reinsert our hook in that last stitch and do a single crochet. All right, chain up, turn. Let's speed up a little bit here. Single crochet, insert back in that, to the next, and to the next. Adjust, pull through all 4, single crochet loosely, and right back in that last stitch, to the next, to the next. Pull all through 4, single crochet, insert, to the next, to the next, yarn over, pull through all 4, single crochet loosely. And you're probably noticing a couple cats in the background. Yes, that's Snugs, and I believe, who do I have here? Keo. There's 4 cats in my home, 2 of which is my son's. All right, insert, 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 yarn over, pull through all 4, and then single crochet loosely, approaching the end, insert, insert, and the top to your right, and then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then reinsert and do the single crochet on that last stitch. Okay, dokes. All right, that is 3 rounds that I did. And let me go ahead and do it up close and personal to you so you can see it. And then I'm gonna do a side by side. Here's the difference, just a bit bigger. So if you want your blanket not so condensed like mine, you can always go to the largest hook. It'll be more airy, but it will also look nice. As you see, you start out kind of crazy at first, but it does pull together. All right. All right, I'm back. I have finished 2 skein of yarns, and I'm about to measure to see how far 2 skein goes. So here we go. From the top to bottom, I'm in the table and I don't have a lot of space. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move the blanket up just like that so you could see and hold it still. All right, so far so good. 31, and look at that, really close to 40. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I connect my yarn. To connect your yarns, I just leave this much so that you can sew it in with our tapestry needle. So I ended with a single crochet on the top there, and I'm just going to drop that behind. Can you see it? And then of course leave yourself some room to a little bit longer tail there, and then you just kind of go ahead and start your stitch with that by pulling a yarn through the next stitch there, or the same stitch where you left off, and then drop this to the side as well, to the back, excuse me, and then pull up a yarn there, and just like normal, pull through all 4. Now just go ahead and adjust that. There you go, just adjust it. Okay, let me pull some more yarn. All right, and then single crochet. All right, now just make sure you just keep an eye on that yarn in the back and just leave it the way it is. Okay. Okay, that's what it looks like in the back. Okay, I am back. I have completed my blanket to the length that I desire. And let me just go ahead and show you. I decided to stop at 44 because I went ahead and measured it by putting it on my lap, and it was long enough. Okay. And let me go ahead and stand up. I'm on the floor. There's just not enough room in my table to show you the completed work. Now I will be weaving in all these ends, and I will be showing that as well in our tutorial. So let me go ahead and flip it onto the other side. Doing this with one hand, and here's the other side of it. I will be weaving that in as well. That's my blanket, y'all. Okay, and let me go ahead and pick this up and show you as much as I can and how it lays on my lap. Okay. Okay, let's see. I hope you can see that. Hopefully you get the gist of how this fits me. I am back to show you how I'm going to weave in my ends. So as you see here, there's 2, of course, because 2 came together to make 1, right? So I'm going to take 1 yarn at a time and feed it through our tapestry needle, and just very carefully I would, you know, hold the back of it, and you want to just kind of weave it in, just so. Okay, just weave it in. And get it all tidied up. Okay, and hopefully you can see that clearly. All right, and then I'm going to do the other one before I cut it all off. All right, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to go get my snippers, and let's cut that off. And you want to kind of snugly pull it so it retracts back in there. Okay. All right. And let me go ahead and find the other side. Do the same thing. All right, that's done. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the edging. All right, here's the end, the last Trinity stitch of my blanket. Rather than inserting your hook right back into the last stitch, you're just going to go ahead and chain up one. And then turn right back into that same stitch and do 2 single crochet, just so, and another chain up one, and another 2 single crochet. So it would look like 2 single crochet, 2 single crochet, a chain 1, and a 2 single crochet. And then on each of the spaces following, just like that. Let me go ahead and turn the project around so you can see in both sides. Do you see those spaces? You're going to insert 1 single crochet in each space. So here's the first one. And so forth. Keep on going until you reach the other corner, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm about to approach my second corner, finishing up my single crochet in each space. Okay, and right here to our next corner, I'm gonna go ahead and reverse the blanket so you could see the works. And each single crochet correlates with each row. Here's our last row, which was our beginning row. Okay. So here, do single crochet, chain up 1, chain 1, and 2 single crochet. Now let's go ahead and show you here. You flip your blanket to the other side. You'll see every stitch. You're going to go ahead and insert single crochet in each. Here's my first one right here. Just so. Okay, so continue on until we meet to the next corner. Looking good. All right, I am approaching the third corner. I have about 6 stitches left. You see that? And on that last stitch, we're going to do our corner stitches, which consist of the 2 single crochet, a chain 1, and another 2 single crochet. Okay, just so. All right, and just like the other side, we're going to place 1 single crochet in each of the spaces that you see. Okay, spaces. Okay, here we go. Here's my first space. And by the way, the tail that you see here, doesn't matter if you want to put it behind it or in front, because we are going to weave that in. Okay, so keep on, and we'll meet at the next corner, which will be our fourth corner. Okay, here I'm going to show you. That was the last space that I did single crochet, and as you see, this is the bottom row. Okay, and this is our corner. Okay, and we're going to do our corner stitches. Just the 2 single crochet, chain 1, and another 2 single crochet. Okay, then on this, it should be easy. It's every stitch, and you're going to go ahead and grab those 2. Just so. Okay, see you at the very end. All right, I am on that very last stitch. you're going to skip that, and you're going to go ahead and slip stitch right into that single crochet. Just so. Okay, and make sure your stitches are equivalent to the other side. So for example, the bottom and the top, I have 102 stitches total. Okay, so remember the corner, you count from here on down. And on the length, side to side, on the length, I have 110 stitches. So your stitch count will differ dependent on how big your blanket is and which hook size you used. So here you're just going to go ahead, pull a few inches, and then right behind here, not in front, right behind here, just go ahead and cut. All right, and pull through. And let's go ahead and weave in. So with this, I want to make it look like it's part of that. So I normally just go ahead and go behind there, and then back down. Okay, see that? And you can tighten it up a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a snug and then cut. So there it is, all done. I think it turned out really good. And oh yeah, I have this other corner, which I just need to cut actually. I don't need to weave that in. I think I mentioned earlier that we need to weave that in, but that's the beginning of our work. All right, guys, I appreciate your patience. I know this has gotten very long, but when I teach, I like to teach thoroughly so you can fully see it and understand it. Should you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And again, I appreciate you stopping by and giving this tutorial a try. Until next video, bye for now.